Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Riani Evi Prastiwi. You can call me Riani. Here I would like to share to you all about an article by the title "The Importance of Character Education Towards Student Morality in the Digital Era Society Environment" from Nurul Dwi Soraya, Ika Ainun Hasanah, Masdugi Asbari, and Agus Purwanto.
1. Introduction.
Journal that I have read with the title "The Importance of Character Education Toward Student Morality in the Digital Era Society Environment" from Nurul Dwi Soraya, Ika Ainun Hasanah, Masdugi Asbari, and Agus Purwanto. That mentioned in this article, the purpose of this research is to show the importance of character building from an early age. It's very necessary and must be done to develop a good national character. In this article discuss the importance of character education and the impact of technology on the moral crisis among students. This introduction generally aims to provide an overview of the problem and the reason why the research of discussion is being conducted. For example, the negative and positive impacts that exist in the use of technology. The most highlighted in this article is the impact of technology that result in the emergence of many cases, such as dispute, drug cases, brawls between students in the community that show poor character education, which can be overcome by character education. This character education requires modeling and habituation. Habituation to goods such as behaving honestly, helping, tolerance, and others. Character building is not formed instantly, but must be trained seriously. Therefore, this research was conducted to overcome the moral crisis among students in the era of advanced digitalization, which has positive and negative impacts on student behavior and attitudes.
2. The author's question or problem. The article
Consists of several sections that discuss the positive and negative impacts of technology on society, the morality crisis among students, the importance character education, and the role of parents in digital parenting. Therefore, there are several questions or issues discussed in the author in this article. The article question or issue that the author addressed are: first, what are the positive and negative impacts of technology on society? Second, how does technology affect student morality and cause a morality crisis in society? The third is, what is character education and why it is important? The fourth is, what is the role of parent digital parenting and how can they equip their children to use technology responsibly? The fifth is, how can traditional games and activities be used to encourage social interaction and creativity among teenagers?
3. The author's theoretical framework.
This article discusses the importance of character education in overcoming the morality crisis among students in the digital era. The author emphasized the role of parents and educators in equipping students to use technology responsibility, and promoting social interaction and creativity through traditional game and activities. The author also highlight the positive and negative impacts of technology on society and the need for individuals to develop moral knowledge, moral feelings, and moral action to make ethical decisions. The author referred to various sources, including academic journals and books, to support their argument.
4. The methods used by the author.
The author explained that internet searching is the process of finding data through the internet to get information based on references, journal, and article. Meanwhile, the qualitative method is done by collecting data through observation. The sources used in this research was obtained by reviewing scientific work taken from Google Scholar. The collected data was then processed and analyzed descriptively and qualitatively with detailed data presentation and theoretical interpretation to obtain comprehensive explanation and adequate conclusion.
5. The author's findings.
Moral crisis in this digitalization era that is advanced raise positive and negative impacts among students, one of which is in the surrounding community and is very influential on the moral they have. Students who have experienced a moral crisis will ignore the rules that apply and violate the norm that exist in their environment. The most influential thing in this moral crisis is a change in attitude that leads to defiant behavior. The term character education is taken from the Greek charasian, which means to mark and focus on how to apply the value of goodness in the form of action or behavior. So people who are dishonest, cruel, greedy, and bad behavior can be said to be people with bad character. But on the other hand, people who behave in accordance with moral rules will be called people with noble character. Character education can simply be interpreted as any positive thing that the teacher does and affect the character of the student, being the Samani and Haryanto said at their book. The next, Likona and Amirullah said in their book, page 14 under 18, explain that the character system consists of three domains that are interconnected and influence each other. Namely, first, moral knowledge. Moral knowledge is the ability that each individual has to understand, know, distinguish, consider, and interpret various kinds of morals that must be applied and those that must be abandoned. Second is moral feeling. Moral feeling is an ability that fosters a sense of having to always do moral action that are in accordance with the norm and feel guilty if doing action that are not accordance with the norm. The third is moral action. Moral action is the ability of an individual to move and perform action that are in accordance with norm and prevent inappropriate actions. According to Thomas Licona, there are at least 7 reasons why character education should be given to students from an early age. They are: first, character education is the best way to ensure that students have a good personality and character in life. The second is character education is the best way to ensure that students have a good personality and character in life. The third is this education can help improve student academic performance. The fourth is some students can form a strong character from themselves in other place. The next is it can build individuals who appreciate and respect others and can live in a pluralistic society. Next is as an effort to overcome the root of moral social problems as dishonesty, incivility, violence, low work ethic, and others. The next is it is have the best way to shape individual attitude before entering the workforce. The last is as a way to teach cultural values that are part of the working of civilization. The purpose of character education basically is to build a person's character well. That is by having an attitude that is noble, moral, tolerant, and cooperative. The following are the character building values such as honesty, tolerance, discipline, hard work, creative, independent, democratic, attitude, curiosity, curiously, then self-confidence, love for the country, frank attitude, is love the read, care for the any environment, social care, sense of responsibility and religion, and so on. The importance of character education according to Thomas Licona, there are at least 7 reasons that I have mentioned before why character education should be given to someone early on by ensuring students have a good personality and character in life. Some children cannot form a strong character for themselves, such as forming individuals who respect and honor others and can live in a pluralistic society. The things that parents should do for teenagers in digital parenting are as follows. The first is improve and update insight about the internet and gadget. And second is if there is internet at home, in position it in the family room and who can see what the teenagers are doing in accessing the internet. So parents must be good monitors and guides for the teenager in getting information, especially with an age that's still unable to distinguish and even filter good and bad things, especially in this digital era.
Okay, that's all. I hope you can understand what I want to share with you all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.